Let's look at the numbers from Chhattisgarh just at this moment, because initially it seemed the Congress was quite comfortably placed in Chhattisgarh. That no longer seems to be the case. The data at this moment suggests the Congress is leading on 47, the BJP is leading on 43, 46 is the halfway mark. So the Congress only one seat above the halfway mark. That cannot be good news from the Congress. Let's look at what's happening in the different regions. Remember, the path to power in Chhattisgarh usually comes from the Bastar region. The Congress leading in 8 of those 12 seats, the BJP leading on 4. They were hammered in Bastar last time round. In the rest of Chhattisgarh,
it's 45 all round. It's a tie at the moment. The super over is coming as of now from Chhattisgarh. 45 each in
and Rajasthan seems from the data to be settling in favor of the BJP, at least at this moment. Our poll went up to 100. There's 7 more than where our poll ended. But Chhattisgarh is indeed going down to the super over.
Yes. See, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, they were one state until year 2000.
Yes.
And since then, all elections, the voting pattern has been similar. If you look at it, 2003 election, 2008 election, 2013 election, 2018 election, it was the same, on same lines.
For the first time, Rashid Saab, since counting started in the morning, the BJP has overtaken the Congress.
I'm not surprised.
Overtaken the Congress in Chhattisgarh. It's now 47 versus 43. Chhattisgarh is getting exciting. If they're able to win Chhattisgarh, along with sweeping Madhya Pradesh and winning Rajasthan, the BJP will be dancing. They would have swept the heartland.
And it will be huge, because look at what happened in 2018. In 2018, all these 3 states were won by the Congress. The Congress won a near 3/4 majority in Chhattisgarh. That is being overturned, Rahul, by the Congress actually now declining sharply, and the BJP now leading by 4 in Chhattisgarh. So you've got the distinct possibility of a 3-1 verdict in favor of the BJP. As we stand today, it's the BJP leading in 3 states, the Congress just in 1, which suggests that the Congress, and remember, the BJP won 62 out of 65 Lok Sabha seats in these 3 states. So these results will give the BJP a huge boost. When you lost 2018 in the Vidhan Sabha and still won Lok Sabha, imagine when you win the Vidhan Sabha, you could, you will only feel even more confident of 2024.
Just trends. Things could still change. But at this moment, the BJP in Chhattisgarh has a 52% strike rate. In a bipolar fight, 52 is good because the Congress's strike rate is only 48. Let's just try and get into Chhattisgarh for a moment, because there's been a twist in the tail in Chhattisgarh. The BJP leading for the first time, 46 versus 44. Dr. Raman Singh, the former chief minister of the BJP, on his seat in Rajnandgaon is trailing. Bhupesh Baghel in Patan at this moment seems to be trailing. Amit Jogi, Ajit Jogi's son, is trailing in Patan. It's Vijay Baghel, who is the MP from that area. He currently is leading in Patan. T.S. Singhdeo in Ambikapur, from the Congress party, deputy chief minister, is trailing as well. Arun Sahu, who's the new face of the BJP coming from the Sahu community, is currently leading in Lormi. Brij Mohan Agarwal, one of the businessman faces, he doesn't like to be called a businessman, but a trader face of the BJP. He's leading in his Raipur city south seat. So this is a big twist. It could be 3-0. If it is 3-0, bragging rights, they'll say, okay, Congress is relegated to the south. In the heartland, sir.
There are 4 states going to the polls.
I said Congress will be relegated to the south.
There's a possibility here of 4 first-time chief ministers.
Yeah, Arun Sahu would be, to me, my mind, be the front runner, because again he fits in with what the BJP wants: create a clear OBC build OBC faces across the Hindi heartland. If the BJP wins Chhattisgarh, and it's still a big if because it's very close, Arun Sahu could be a potential.
If they want to take a more controversial decision, former IAS officer O.P. Chaudhary could be considered as well.
And he's younger as well.
He's younger. The BJP top brass loves him.
You could have 4 first-time chief ministers.
And Rahul, you see this fellow, this Vijay Baghel, he's not only a Lok Sabha MP, he's a giant killer. In 2008 also he had defeated Bhupesh Baghel.
And you know what the BJP did very successfully in Chhattisgarh, Rahul, is they got a strong candidate against Bhupesh Baghel, so he was, virtually signaling that we are taking the battle into the enemy camp. Also put up a lot of smaller parties and independent candidates sponsored by the BJP. We'll have to see your margin calculator to look at, the margin. But my sense is these others are playing a crucial role at the moment in Chhattisgarh. In the past, it used to be the BSP and the Gondwana Ganatantra Party which would play that role. Now you've got Amit Jogi's party, the Congress Janta, the JCC, the Janta
JCC,
Chhattisgarh Congress, and you've got a lot of independents who are denied tickets who are playing a role. So Chhattisgarh is the state, Rahul, that could go down to the wire. And if the BJP wins Chhattisgarh, wow, 3-1, Narendra Modi, Amit Shah will have reason to celebrate today.
So I just want to explain before I show the margin calculator that the caveat to keep in mind when you look at the margin calculator is that these are very initial rounds of polling. So a lot of seats will look like they're in the margin. That could change as more votes get counted. So in the margin calculator, there are 80 seats out of 90 in Chhattisgarh, which are being won and lost by margins of less than 500 votes. And it's a dead heat, 40 versus 40. 40 for the BJP, 40 for the Congress. When the margin is less than 500, the ball can swing in either camp, Rajdeep.
It can swing in either camp, but Chhattisgarh clearly, once it's to the wire, you've got a state where there could be the potential resort politics. There is a lot of pressure on individual MLAs, particularly the others get a couple. One side is 42, other is 44. At 45 each, it's still anyone's game in Chhattisgarh. So I think if there is one state which is going to the wire at the moment, it is Chhattisgarh, smaller constituency. Are you surprised, Rahul Verma, by some of these Chhattisgarh numbers? A party which gets 68 seats last time is now struggling to cross the halfway mark. Bad news for the Congress.
See, some surprise because everyone was expecting Chhattisgarh to go in Congress way. But after the Axis My India poll, which actually indicated that it could be a very, very close fight, what we are seeing today is something we were forewarned of. What is much more sort of like interesting about Chhattisgarh is that BJP picking up not just among OBCs but also doing well in ST seats.
There is an
but
interesting...
look at the swing, and you could show us that. Look at the swing compared to last time. You will have a 7 to 8% swing for the BJP already there.
What this shows is where the duel is BJP versus Congress. 12%. At this moment, the BJP is pounding the Congress. Where it's Congress versus the BRS, the Congress is beating the BRS. For the first time since I started tracking this data, the BJP has now overtaken the Congress in the national tally. So if I add the seats and the trends from each of the 4 states where counting is on at the moment, the BJP out of those 638 currently leading in 287, the Congress leading in 283. Last time they had 320. So the Congress has come down significantly from 2018. The BJP is up at 287 for the first time in the aggregate. This aggregate means nothing. It's just bragging rights. Bragging rights in politics are very important though. 287 leads for the BJP. Congress now at 283. They won't like this.
And I'll tell you a small story within Chhattisgarh that's developing. In Bastar, Congress leading in 7, BJP in 5. Remember last time Congress won 11 out of 12 and eventually won the 12th in a by-election. The Adivasi Samaj formed a party called Hamar Adivasi, and I went to some areas. They were objecting to the fact that when religious conversion was taking place, and the Christian tribals wanted protection, the Baghel government didn't give it to them. That the Baghel government didn't stand by them in their hour of need. Baghel government didn't give them some of their forest rights that they wanted, and they said, we are forming our own party. I won't be surprised if HMR, the Hamar Adivasi party, which has been set up by the likes of the old Congress leader Arvind Netam, who left the Congress in August this year, are actually denting the Congress in Bastar. And we are seeing with Sarguja also, where the Congress had swept, T.S. Singh, Dev kind of leader losing, someone who's won with 50% plus of the vote.